Testing, testing, one, two, three. It's the LIS to the E. Welcome to Peace with Lee's. Yes, come join me. Let me see what I'm getting into today. What's going on? So I'm going to be making some hoops today. So I got the memory wire. The memory wire is wrong, like a little slinky. I have my wire cutters. I also have my round nose pliers. They're round at the top, but they also have a wire cutter in the middle. And as you can see, I also have, which I probably have later, my flat nose pliers, but I have all the beads that I'm going to use, a very small jump ring, and the hooks that I'll be using. So I try to lay everything out that I'm going to use it in my little star dish that I made to hold some of the beads. But I got everything laid out. I already made one earring. I'm just doing the second one. And so this is the memory wire, and what I'll do with the memory wire, I kind of pull it apart, but I'm going to cut it round, like the full circle at the top. So I'm trying to find where that end ends and I'm going to take my wire cutters and cut them at the top there, right there. So I'm taking my wire cutters and I'm cutting it right there, and these are really sharp. So I'm gonna cut it, boom, there's one. And what I ended up doing was making a few of them because I'm going to actually make two pair. So I'm going to cut another one right at the top at the end there. Try not to cut them all at one time, but I'm going to cut them again. Watch my fingers. I don't want to cut my fingers. And there's another one. So I end up with 3 more because I already did one, which I'll bring into the picture later. So I'm cutting another one. So boom, there go 3. And put the memory wire away. And let's get on to the next part. So what I'm doing is next is take the memory wire, the one that I cut, the hoop that I cut. I'm going to make a loop. What I'm going to do is take my round nose pliers and I'm going to pull back towards me. So towards me, like you looping at the top instead of looping away. So let me show you. Try to get up a little bit up closer. So I'm taking it and I'm gonna adjust my hand because it feels funny to me. I'm going to pull it towards me, and I don't want a big loop, so I want a smaller loop. So I'm holding it at the bottom and looping it at the top, and then I'm gonna adjust my hand because it kind of feels funny. So you just keep round. So it's called round nose pliers, so I'm rounding, but it's also actually a spot in the pliers where I can close it a little without cutting it. So I kind of close it up a little bit more. And as you can see, I probably closed too much, so I'm kind of adjusting it because I don't want to do this over. So sometimes you mess up, that's all right. It can be fixed. And so that's it. So I have my loop, but I'm not going to do the other side because I got to put the beads on it. But the loop actually holds it so it won't fall off. So I'm going to put the beads on now. And I'm actually going to start because I already have everything laid out. So I start with the wood beads, the colored beads, and then the other ones. And I'm going to speed this part up because it'll probably be too boring just to watch that. To the end. And so what I'm going to do is make the loop on the other side the same way I did the first loop. I'm going to bring it towards me, and I don't want a big loop, so I want to kind of stay at the tip of it, bring it towards me. I adjust my hand because again it kind of feels funny, but you still keep turning once you get that turn. And what I'm doing is I'm going to put it together. Now some people just put it together and put the hook on it. I'm going to use the smallest jump ring there is. It's about 4 millimeters. It's really small. You can barely see it and I can barely see it, but to me it holds the hoop together a little bit better for me when I using the hook. So it's really small, as you can see, and so it's closed, so I have to open it up. So this part can be kind of difficult, but I got it because I've done these hoops before. So I'm opening it up. I'm going to put the 2 loops together to hold it together. And I'm also going to, I'm gonna ring it in there, and I'm going to put on the hook. I found this to be difficult at first when I first started doing it, but it's gotten quite easy once you keep doing it. So I put the hook on it. I'm using my flat nose pliers to close it. Boom. You see, I slipped a little bit too. So I'm closing it. And there it is. That's the other one. It is one pair. All right. And I did do another pair of earrings that had the little gold accent ball. So I'll show that at the end. But there it is. It's on my website, charliserice.com. Okay, here it is. That's the leftist one with the little gold accents, and that's the ones without. Okay.